Three wishes as a creative prompt. Wishes play a big part in at least some of our cultures. We make wishes as we blow out candles on a birthday cake, but we're not supposed to tell anybody what we wished for, or it won't come true. We have this phrase, "I wish I may, I wish I might have the wish I wish tonight," and of course the idea of the rubbing of the lamp, and out comes a genie who says you have three wishes, and how might that really kind of serve as a prompt for creative expression, creative activity, poetry, a story, painting, drawing, a song, musical composition, etc. Um, I think the whole story of the genie and the lamp and the three wishes is really significant psychologically in a way for a couple of reasons. One, the idea that you only have three really focuses you on deciding which three things to wish for, including, of course, the brilliant idea that with my third wish, I'm going to ask for more wishes. But the other thing that it does, in addition to kind of narrowing or focus, forcing us to narrow our attention on what we really wish for, the other thing it does is that whole story of the three wishes. What happens, of course, is there are unintended consequences. There are things we can't foresee that result because of what we wish for, and that's sort of the proverbial wisdom aspect of that story, and which is found in a piece of art. So, how might that turn around and inspire us in our own creative work? And I really want to focus here as a suggested prompt for creating something new. Really want to suggest really trying to zero in on how the word wish and what we wish for, and the idea of having a limited number of wishes might really enable us to get in touch with our deepest longings, the things we really want deeply in our lives, which are, of course, not the things that we typically say in passing conversation. Oh, I wish I could, or I wish this had happened, or that sort of thing. But really, the deeper longing inside the longing. So, the prompt that I'm going to suggest for creativity is to perhaps get out a piece of paper, or if you're more comfortable using a recording device to get at this, to just stream of consciousness list all the ways you would start by answering I wish. And it can be personal. It could be something you wish for somebody else. It could be something you wish for the universe, or for our country, or for other people, or for the planet, whatever it may be. Just take some time. Maybe it's going to seem like forever, trust me, but take 3 minutes and just write or speak all the things you wish for. And then pause and come back to that, and look over your list or re-listen to your recording of your list, and just see if any of those jump out at you. Any of them ask to be underlined or highlighted, so to speak. And then take that, and it could be two or three of the responses do that for you. Take those and write those down, or speak them, or whatever you're doing, and just kind of sit with those for a moment. Why are these three things, or two things, or one thing? Um, why did these jump out at me? What is it that I really long for in them? And one way to get at that is you might start to ask yourself, um, what if these came true? What if this longing was actually met? What then? Would that be the end of the longing? Is there still more that I would long for? Which begins to surface whether that is actually the deepest level of longing. And I would suggest just continuing to do that until you sort of get to the end of it, and you realize that you've actually sort of arrived at your longing. And then pause again, because so far this isn't a creative prompt. Not right, so far it's just an exercise in really kind of meditatively getting at what your deepest longings are. But how to turn that into creativity could go something like this, which is to then be open to how to express in a creative way, this experience. And that could take the form of poem, painting, drawing, music, etc., around the thing you finally arrive at. Like, this is my deepest longing. And, I can imagine myself creating a poem about, I thought I wished for this, but what I really realize as I think about this is I really long for this. Or it could just be about the process itself. And I could imagine a song that says, I sat down one day to make a list of all my wishes, and that kind of thing. um, or I saw the number of candles on my birthday cake, and I wish I had a wish for every candle, etc. Anyway, just to see where it takes you, and where that goes, and hopefully be able to experience some of what you all create, if we could share that together in some sort of a community expression. um, Closing comment, just a song that I ended up writing that was not in relationship to this prompt. It came long before it, but as I got ready for this, it really made me think about this song. It's a song called If I, and it expresses, like, if I had $1 million, if I could swim 1,000 oceans, if I had a song I could give you, or a dream I could give you, actually. Um, Pretty typical things to wish for, but in each case, realizing that there's something else missing. If I had $1 million, could that actually ease the pain in you? If I could swim 1,000 oceans, could I get there and actually find your door? Could I do it? Would that mean that I know where you are? What if I swim 1,000 oceans, had that ability, and then still couldn't find you? So what's really wanted is I want to be able to find you. What's really wanted is I want to take away your pain. If I had a dream I could give you and plant in your heart, and what that's really about is being able to know how to articulate it. It's like a song. I can't remember how to start, is the way the song goes. Anyway, it's, to me, it's an example, without having had the prompt, of trying to wrestle through in an artistic expression what our deepest longings are. What is it we think we wish for, but what are the longings inside the wishes? So, three wishes, as you begin your creative process: rub the lamp, see if there's a genie that pops out that inspires you with something. And like I said, I hope in some way I can hear from you, or find out. We'll have an opportunity to share the things that we're creating together. So, thank you.